he passed to actually get in. Run at the time.
Also, FYI, I've also started the live stream up.
Oh god, I didn't notice that. Well, late welcome to the of the first Porsche 964 Cup race here at the national layout of Hockenheim.
Indeed, this is the first round of a 4-round championship here in the Porsche 964 Cup. The old
It's
Carreras. There's going to be just over 18 people here today. There's meant to be more, but some people have had problems in real life. So we're going to have to deal with that. Half an hour to practice. We're not going to be talking very much throughout this practice session because there won't be much to commentate on. But come qualifying, we'll feed you all the action. I'm on board with Andy Darnell right now. He's the only one on the server. Suppose he's just going to go over and practice a few laps. I'll stay quiet.
Ryan has joined us. Not in the VC, but the server, as you could possibly see on stream.
"24 minutes left of qualifying at the minute. 3 competitors have joined: Andy Darnell, Graham Darnell, and Hendrik Andreasen. David Jankowski is also in the server, but he is not currently racing. Neither of the 3 drivers have set times at the minute, but hopefully that'll change. Henrik Andreasen goes out on a trial run.
Is that Graham going else behind him? Yes, it is.
On board with Henrik Andreasen. He seems to be one of the better drivers, from what people say. We'll see how he puts up.
Oh, Anderson nearly been through. They just saved it. Oh, Anderson, has he gone off? It's like, yeah, he has.
And that's what cold tires can do to an individual. Needs to be more careful.
What happened to Andy? If I'm right, Anderson's gone back in the pits. Yes, he has. Oh, as soon as I say safety.
What?
As soon as I say it, Graham bends it. And the Mercedes curve, if I'm correct.
Well, yes, Graham Darnell, he spins it. Took me a second to get there on the audio director, but
Anderson goes down
just
into...
just in the middle of sector 3.
I'm on board with Anderson, going down the straight, going into the Parabolica. Yes, I know the track, the name. Well, Fotis has joined. He instantly goes straight out.
22 minutes left. Well, another competitor has joined.
He managed through the Parabolica corner. Yes, he does. Starts at times lap. Goes into the Mercedes corner.
Henrik Andreasen begins another lap. We are on board with him right now.
Going through there perfectly. Looking nicely for the hairpin. Just about to go into the sud curve.
Henrik Andreasen
flat out
to sector 1. Goes into sector 2 now.
Nice and flat out for Graham. That will give him a 144.
Graham Darnell sets the first lap time of the day, hopefully not the fastest. Andreasen is going to set a new time.
It's going through global now. It's going to socks. Nicely done. Ooh, we just need that curve. Have the curve there slightly. Can he save it for the sud curve?
Purple sector 1 and sector 2 for Henrik Andreasen. He's about to finish the lap. Let's see what he gets.
He's going to take the top. Yes, he does. Whoa! It's a pretty big gap here. We've really beat it. The Fotis has gone.
Fotis leaves the pits.
Everyone's gone.
Contest.
All contesting can do fastest in his practice session.
Henrik sets another purple first sector time. He looks like he's onto another fastest lap.
It might be, but Fotis, when I raced him before, he is good on controller. Can he make it? Can he take P1 in practice? Goes through mobile. He had no start this time, that, but he just get another
fastest sector 2 time as well. He looks like he's onto a new PB.
This might be.
He may be on controller, but he can truly whisper through the rear engine of the Porsche really, really well, don't you think, David?
Yes, I totally do think that.
Coming around the last corner, let's see what
Luna's coming out of the pits.
Getting the slipstream slightly from Fotis. That's a new fastest lap of 37.9.
Oh.
1 minute 37.9.
Graham's improved his lap as well, but not enough. Andreasen is one to really watch. He could take pole position in quali. 17 minutes.
"17 minutes left of this practice session. 2 other people have joined since Fotis. Bruno Colunha from Portugal has joined in the yellow one, and Victor Navarro, the Spaniard, in the Rotax car. We'll see him out on track very soon.
Someone's left. Someone's left. Portuguese is that. Slow.
Unfortunately, the Portuguese driver didn't want to stay. Perhaps he'll join back.
Yeah, looks like he might do it. Looks like he might get a time lap in.
Andy Darnell sets a personal best lap, a benchmark for himself.
And Andy takes P2.
That's right, David, at 1 minute 39.7. He's up in P2.
Could he be able to beat Andreasen?
1.7 seconds behind. He's going to have to clean up massively.
Well, you'll have to. Oh, Andy didn't it. As he just burned down the entries. He just saved it. And for that to it.
Henrik sets another purple sector 1 by 110.
This might be the tightest practice sessions ever. Depending if with Fotis.
Andreasen's in league of his own today. He's dominating the track. He's obviously put on a lot of practice. Purple sector 2, but only just 2/100ths of a second faster. You might not improve.
Yes. Such a small car at such a big track. And Scram binned it. He has. I can't see what happened, but I just clicked on him and he has binned it. And he's like, can't say. Ah, so
Hendrik Andreasen messes up just at the line.
Oh, Andy might have the chance to beat it.
Andy Darnell will
Luna's
have
back.
a little bit more time.
Giesman's back.
Let's go on board with Andy Darnell.
And Andy's all bins it, but just keeps it going.
He bends it, but just keeps it going. Excellent description. Andreasen is also on another roll. 1.8 tenths of a second faster in Sector 1, purple.
Could be new pole position now. I mean, the not pole position, the new P1 now. It's not quite yet.
Oh, what a surprise. Timo Reiter has joined.
Yes.
He said he wasn't able to make it tonight, but he might be able to make it in the end.
Oh, look.
Nice for him.
Luck is on his side.
Timo leaves the pits. Maybe.
Oh, now I've been a CC, but it just did it. Oh. Oh, looks like he told me. I think I'm not sure. I think Jason just might have binned it, but he didn't spin.
Wait, who?
Jason, I think he didn't get a good sector 3. And no, he hasn't improved. Oh, someone's pulled over. Is that Graham? Is that Graham? Is that Graham going slowly? Yes, it is. It is him going slowly. For some reason he's going slow. Not sure what has happened.
Just to clear up any confusion on stream, David, sometimes me and David have different views on the screen. So like sometimes what you're seeing on stream might not really like align with what David's saying.
Because I'm in the circle and I'm seeing what's actually happening live, at least on a software, which is a bit delayed. Oh! I think I just saw on the YouTube stream, Marino binned it. Navarro binned it.
Navarro had a bit of a moment coming to the end of the lap.
Oh, Reiter's binned it!
Reiter went off into the gravel trap. Whatever progress he had in the
little
last
chip into the gravel, and he's onto the grass again. What's happened today? Right.
Bit of a bad day for Timo Reiter.
It is. He's got a car behind him, Kaluna. Do it safe, he comes back on safely.
Kelowna in the 1 car passes Timo Reiter on track.
Safely as well.
What a bad day for Timo Reiter. He just can't keep it straight. I'm sure it'll improve.
Hang on, Andreasen has improved this lap. Andreasen has improved this lap to a 1:37.800. Oh my! It's a really tight gap between Andy and Andreasen. It's 1.1 seconds.
1 second separate Andy Darnell and Hendrik Andreasen.
1.1 seconds. This is.
Andy is improving rapidly, but he's going to have to do a little bit better than that per lap if he wants to catch him in the race.
Yes. We'll do it in the race. Take provisional pole position as well. The fighter could get happy.
10 minutes to go here in this practice session. Your top 4 is Andreasen, Andy Darnell, Victor Navarro, and Fotis Isaglau. For now, that's all who set the lap time. But we'll see if
There
a few
isn't
more
a big
laps
gap between the
coming.
top 4 here. It's just over a 1 second gap separating the top 4. Reiter makes it nicely through. Parabolica.
Reiter's luck may be changing for now. He's keeping it together.
Keep it all together and it all goes smooth and yeah. He's gone off again. Oh my. Reiter's gone off.
Reiter will put in a clean lap eventually. I believe he has it in him. I've seen him drive. Everyone has these bad days in the office.
And he's pulling over. Something's happened to the car. So he's got suspension damage.
Navarro, the road tax car, passes Timo Reiter again.
Is Reiter going to the pits to see if he'll fix the car? Navarro's going to the pits.
Reiter takes a small break, but seems to be back
Is
at
Reiter
it
going
again.
to follow? No, he doesn't. Even though I think he has suspension damage.
There's not much to stop him from going back into the pits, holding escape to get it fixed.
Our
boy Reiter likes a challenge, eh?
Yeah.
Turn 1 bounces over the curbs. Ride height is incredibly low in these cars. You want that to improve the handling.
So I might need to change the setup slightly here, so it doesn't spin at Mercedes. Gonna take a little break. On number 1 lap.
We'll check on Timo Reiter later. For now, let's check up on Fotis Isaglau, who's, after finishing a lap, is going to start a new lap now. Six minutes to go in practice. Nicolo Cima from Italy has joined. We'll see if he sets a lap in practice before quali. Graham Darnell goes out for a lap and spins. Timo exits the pit for another run. He wants to try and get a little bit more practice in for qualifying. Round he goes. Pushing on cold tires will do that to you. Porsche is really hard to drive for some people because of the engine placement. Four minutes to go in practice, and Andy Darnell goes out of the pits again to make one last shot at beating Andreassen's practice time. 5/10 is all that separates Andy Darnell and Andreassen.
You do it. Take one in practice.
All free practice may be one endeavour. Qualifying may be another.
All is well.
Get resets. People may do very differently under pressure.
It's okay. I think this has. Sure if someone gone off in the background. So, that was Andy. Hope he went through just fine.
Andy Darnell goes slightly wide and invalidates his lap, unfortunately.
Oh.
And never mind, that's his out lap. I'm stupid. Forgive me. He's going to be coming around to start his lap now.
I'm old Andy Darnell might be thinking to himself, how we might be fuming after invalidating that. Either one, Kaluna could be able to be control the Lord. Let's go.
2 minutes to go in practice. Your top five is Andreassen, Darnell, Navarro, Sisaglau, Kaluna. Never mind. Yeah, Kaluna. I'm reading ways. My eyes aren't broken, lads. Fastest lap so far is from Andreassen, 1 minute 37.79. Let's see if he can repeat that in qualifying and going for a pole position here.
Turned out in less than a minute. Oh, someone's crashed!
Up on his lap.
Oh my! Like he's had a big whack there.
That was his last chance of beating Andreassen in practice. He's going to have to wait until qualifying to beat him now.
Yes. Nice thing, actually, that's good. Chance of potentially.
Bruno Kaluna is coming across the line now. This is his last chance to set a last pretty good time.
And
he does not improve. He must have messed up somewhere.
Oh, your top five is sorted. In less than 30 seconds. Time.
More or less 30 seconds of intermission for you. We'll be back when quali starts.
Again, Nelson takes and here in practice for 37.8. which I think falling in a couple of laps because there were some crashes, especially on his last lap, in which he suddenly couldn't improve. So, anyway, it's time for quali. We want to go straight out here. Qualifying.
There was trial and error in last session's practice, but now hopefully everyone can keep it together and sort out their grid position efficiently. Bruno
We've also got more.
for his lap.
We've also got more people, like the fellow San Marino, fellow San Marino and Matami. That's not just yet.
More or less the entire field is out for their outlap to try set their time now. I'll stay quiet until something happens.
Oh, let's see if there's no crashes this time.
Unfortunately, Graham Darnell spins. Poor start into the second sector. Let's hope he can clean it up.
Good.
Graham pits and restarts due to damage.
Oh, Adami nearly spins it there. Just saved it. Position 156. It's the second separating. Well, just saves it. Not yet. So. Hey. Oh, hang on. Someone's pulled out there. Backwards. I think he's spun to enter the pit lane. Know how that happened. Yeah. see anything. Oh, and he's back. Oh, Navarro just spinned it. Tell who that was. Goal. We've got one of our sponsors. Championship, Sugas Racing. Ricardo. This might have just made this. He hasn't. Keeps a nice and flat and he spins. Spins it. He's going to do a 3-point turn. Oh, I was supposed to. He's professional pole position now.
Andy Darnell takes pole position for now. He has improved his qualifying time. Andreasen is now 3.5 tenths behind Darnell.
Keep this pole position.
Anyone's game still.
It's just not this. And keep it like this. If Andy keeps it like this, he might stay in professional pole position. Take it.
Well, what's this? Andreasen has gone for purple first and second sector. It looks like he's going to pull off another one of his wonder laps if he keeps it together.
Let's see.
Coming to the end of the third sector and at the end of the lap.
Oh, damn, he just spinned it.
A blue livery car spins it dangerously near Andreasen and nearly takes him out. But Andreasen keeps it together. Andreasen improves his tech.
He's on provisional pole position.
Professional pole for Andreasen, 137.6.
One of his wonder laps again. Might be a real tough rivalry here in this championship between Darnell and Andreasen.
In Darnell's words, Andreasen is quite literally an alien in the car.
No, he has got the track, it seems. I don't know if he went all fours off. It's off on all fours. No, someone's pulled over. Can't tell who that is, but I don't know. It's Reiter.
Reiter is taking a small break.
He's back. He's back up to racing.
Go to rest up all you can, buddy. It's a long race to go.
Just have to go less than 5 minutes.
Andreasen goes wide in the background.
And they improve. Yeah, Like big, there's 5 minutes to go now. If he goes back out and tries to improve his lap, it could be a position for Andy, first pole position of the championship. Just it looks like he's going incredibly slow there. Oh, he's going huge. He's going low. He's trying to warm tires. I can't tell.
Bruno Coluna sets his lap time. He's a back marker, unfortunately. 1 minute 45.3. But at least he qualified.
Improved a lot here. Do it. The thing is, if you want to be able to set a lap this time, you have off the driver set a lap.
Six of the 12 drivers have set times so far. There's 3 minutes to go here in this qualifying session. Andreassen's on for the provisional pole of the minute, and Darnell second, Adami third, Navarro fourth, Zizaglau sixth, and Kaluna sixth. No one else is qualified to the minute. So anyone who can finish the lap in time right now, before quali is over, can get a few free positions.
Well, looks like not at this rate, because I think Oliveira nearly binned it. Above a Portugueseman.
Oh, Oliveira made it in the end. He wasn't able to come earlier.
Oh, yeah.
That's nice to know.
White.
Oliveira is going to be a very big contender if he can get on the pace. Like he usually does. You can see Oliveira in the white car in the background as we watch Timo Reiter going completely sideways. That's his preferred.
Oh, Adami just goes on two wheels, but he's just kept it there. Looks like this race when it goes down to 150, we'll have a qualifying get done. Straight. Yes, it's a lap. T8.
2 minutes to go in qualifying, and for many drivers, this will be their last chance to get their qualifying position in gear.
At this rate, the top 8 has been sorted. Pearson's pole, Donald second, Army third, Morrow fourth, Oliveira is Glausik, Unas to eighth.
Like seeing as that Oliveira didn't even attend practice, like he's doing very well with that P5.
He is
1.8 seconds off the leader. He's going to have to make that time up in the race.
Someone that didn't attend practice is pretty good for him. It. No chance to get second. Your grid sorted. Top 8 not barely made any changes. Barely. Need it. Need it, I do. On top, you have our grid decided, and Jiasen takes pole position. No, Tommy, bro. Otis, Mueller, Vettel, Cheap, Acosta. Time for the first race, this championship, as well as a Guido will now just warm up. Wait, it's not.
Henrik's qualifying lap was pretty good, but whether or not he can keep that up at a good pace will be something to desired. We'll see how he stacks up against the consistency of Andy Darnell later. 5-minute warm-up, so get your drinks, get your popcorn ready, lads, and we'll be with you in a few minutes.
Oh. One final thing, make sure to turn off your TVs, phones, computers, whatever you're watching the stream on, already. Sweet engine. Now that you might have never drove when you were younger. Old people might have. No offense. Elders in this instance. Let's see. 3 minutes and 40 seconds.
Oh, just some new information on Reiter. His pedal sets is acting up, so the way he set a time is actually pretty impressive. Good on you, buddy. You managed really well, bud.
Needed. 5 seconds to go.
Not much time left of this warm-up. Hopefully everyone can get up to spec and we'll see a good race start.
Yes. Okay. Let's race this new championship.
And let's not forget, there's a prize for this championships.
Yes, there is.
There's 500
Because
VRP.
if I'm right, yes, and if I'm right, they get awarded for winning the race. It's time. The race. Remind you of your grade for tonight's race. Nelson, Carrera is right. Donald G. Gentlemen, get ready. Let's have a lifetime.
60 seconds match, max of intermission. Everyone lines up on the grid for the race start. So people who've just joined right now, this is a race at Hockenheim, Porsche Cup 964. I'm
about to witness the first race of this championship.
500 VRP up for grabs for the champion. Let's see who's going to get here first. Andreassen's on pole position, followed by Darnell. We'll see. Followed by Adami in third, Navarro fourth, Samuel fifth, Fotis sixth. On board with Navarro for the race start.
Let's go, go, go for the race. Race has started.
Andreassen gets away well, Andy Darnell tucks in very, very closely behind. Adami does the same.
Let's get a good start.
Navarro holds fourth. Everyone holds their position. Fotis goes up into sixth. Overtaking the Colonna. Adami P3, Navarro P4. Oliveira is challenging Navarro for P4, 2 tenths behind. Only 2 tenths separate Ben and Navarro. Let's see if they get it done.
This
They follow very closely. It's not over yet. The switchback may be on for Samuel Oliveira. You go for it.
Oh, that was a bit of time there.
Very nearly contact there between Oliveira and the sixth car. Oliveira certainly got pace, but he's going to have to watch those manners. That's a spinner at the back.
This is a spin, yeah, this is Chima.
Nicola Chima is out of contention for the race.
Come on, he's still going, he's still going, he's still going. He's still going here.
He's going to find it very hard to get back into this race.
Depending on what damage he's got.
Possibly suspension, certainly front body work.
Yes, you'll have to go into the pits for this one. It might possibly go out of contention for this. That's going to the pits for barely like half a lap. What damage he's got. I think he's got suspension damage. He's got suspension damage, and he's not going into the pits. I don't know if he's got suspension damage, I'll check. And no suspension damage.
Oliveira's up into fourth now. He knows to navigate his way past Navarro. He's up looking for the podium now. Chasing down the Dami for it. Right behind him. 4 tenths separate them. Oliveira's going to have the slipstream going onto the main straight in a second.
He must have find a way to overtake Andreasen at the win and be able to hold it 17 minutes, which Violi's got.
Andreassen's building a hefty gap between him and Darnell. It's 1.5 seconds so far. It's only lap 2, coming into lap 3 now. Lap 3 of the Hockenheim Ring race of Porsche Cup 964. Henrik Andreassen's in front, followed by Darnell, Adami. Oliveira made up a place from 5th. Navarro lost a place, Fotis in 6th. Everyone else is jumbling about in the midfield. Everyone's making a nice conga line. On screen, Andy Darnell is being followed closely by Adami and Oliveira. He's going to have to watch himself if he wants to keep his podium chances alive for a 2-3 or 1-2 finish for Petrolheads.
He was overtook. He was in P10. After pinning it and having a crash, he's made up 2 positions.
Chima's making up an awful lot of positions.
Yes, it is.
Lorenzo Adami is in a very tough spot at the minute. At the moment, he's 5 tenths behind Darnell, but at the same time, he's defending from Oliveira. He's going to have to play his cards very carefully coming into the end of the lap. See if he can get as much slipstream as he can, so he can stop Oliveira. All the while they're tripping over each other, 1.5 second lead turns into 2.5 from Andre Hassan. He's getting away slowly but surely.
Either chance it's like they've got a three-way battle here. The back, the front here, or second place. Arnold, Adami and Oliveira are battling for second place here. There's not that much of a gap between all 3 cars.
Indeed, David. Going into turn 2, Oliveira is desperately trying to find a way through. He's
trying to find a gap around Adami.
Someone's went off, Reifers went off. The German's having a very bad day today.
Yes.
Down in 12th, unfortunately.
Being in 9th a couple seconds ago, he's gone all the way down.
Right.
Does give Chima time.
Adami thinks about the move going against Darnell, but he stops it because he's going to go into a collision.
I'm on, there's my fear.
Adami
There's a spin, to Oliveira and Navarro.
Oliveira has a
that does gives Navarro
Navarro's back into P3, Adami P4, Oliveira back where he started. It's happened again for Oliveira.
I don't know who will deserve the penalty for it.
You can always watch the late replay. Here comes Nicola Chima on P9, he's coming up on P8 right now.
Does look like
Graham Darnell.
Does look like it was the San Marinian that actually caused it.
He gets it done. P8. He's making an excellent recovery drive.
I might keep this P2 here.
Five tenths separates Lorenzo Adami and Samuel Oliveira. And someone spun. Graham Darnell is spun, unfortunately.
Oh!
Lose places because of that from P9. Bruno Colonna overtakes him. P11 goes to Graham Darnell.
After being P8 earlier, he's having a horrible race and he's down in 12.
Kreischer makes up a place.
Let's see.
Graham Darnell's in dead last, unfortunately. Let's go back to the actual front.
Graham's retired. Graham's out of contention. Graham Darnell has DNF'd. Graham Darnell is out of the Hockenheim.
Unfortunately, Graham seemed to have been a decent midfield contender, but he's out of the race.
I'm not sure why. Keep an eye on the Porsche 964 chat in our Discord server.
Lap 6 of this race. 2.5 seconds has turned into 5 seconds of a gap between Hendrick and Andy Darnell. 5 seconds between P1 and P2. Victor Navarro is 10 seconds behind the leader. Despite that, P3. Lorenzo Dan is hanging second behind. Oliveira is hanging 7/10 behind him. Zisaglau, P6. Costa, 7. Chima, 8th. After having a spin from the start, he's making an excellent recovery drive. Well, that just gets you thinking, David, about that accident with Oliveira and Adami. Who's responsible for that? Didn't even see what happened there, did you?
Didn't see anything what happened. What happened?
Earlier on.
What?
Like earlier on, Oliveira and Adami had an accident, and that knocked them out of knocked them down.
Was that incident? Was that incident from earlier? About the incident from earlier, which they were trying to have a battle with Andy.
Yeah, that's how it ended. One of them they tripped over each other, and then Navarro slipped past.
Yes. There's another battle here for P3 now. Navarro goes wide. Now Adami goes wide.
Puts under pressure and goes wide. Adami goes back into P3 where he rightfully belongs, in his mind at least. Because I'm not biased technically. I'm not supposed to be, but maybe I am.
Yes.
Oliveira is hanging 6/10 behind Navarro. Let's see if they
How they do it to the
will trip over each other for enough. Or Oliveira to capitalise off of the lost time.
Wow. They do it. But Oliveira nearly bended, but he just saves it.
Someone's went off again. It's a terrible day for Timo Reiter. He's done another off. He's still on 11th. He's rejoined for seemingly no more additional damage, but still. It's terrible to see. He's usually up there with the middle, but he's just having a really bad day, I guess. Samuel Oliveira, we're on board with now, behind Navarro.
Oh, there was a little tap there. There was a little tap on Oliveira. And Navarro there. Can you overtake him? Oh. What's his position?
Oliveira looks up.
Oliveira doing it into the north curve? No!
Navarro turns in on him.
That looks Navarro's leading by just off the car.
Oliveira and
Wheel
Navarro.
to wheel! It's wheel to wheel action! Wheel to wheel action! Oliveira just takes it. He is now.
Excellent move from Oliveira. That leaves him the second behind Adami for third place. Let's see if we can make the pace back up.
Yes.
Or maybe Victor Navarro can bounce back. Meanwhile, up in first place. 5 seconds turns up in 6.5 seconds. The gap is certainly getting bigger between Andy and Andreasen. Andy needs a miracle to happen or something to go wrong for Andreasen if he wants to win this race.
Does massively.
Unfortunately, that's another spinner. Timo Reiter, after fighting back to 10, spun again.
Didn't see.
Cross back to 11.
Oh! Rabbit was going to spin then, but he just saves it. And Reiter spins it! Last turn.
Reiter keeps the consistency, he's going to make up some other places.
I do. And slow, but he's still going. I'd be laughed at this rate. Yes, he is lapped.
On board with Victor Navarro as he chases down Oliveira for P4. Someone's pulled over to the side.
I can't tell who it is,
Looks
but
like Sisiclo. He's had a bit of a problem. And now he's back in the race. P6.
just
Lap 9. Andreassen's in first place. Darnell second. Adami third. Oliveira back in fourth. Fighting for third with Adami. Navarro's in fifth. Sisiclo sixth. Ricardo Costa of Tugas Racing in seventh. Chima making a recovery drive over to eighth. Lap 9.
there's 20 seconds to go.
6 minutes to go in laps in this race. It seems rushingly one-sided, almost a 10-second gap between Andreassen and Darnell.
Might be Andreassen's win here. Maintains this for another 5 minutes.
Darnell seems to be set up for an easy podium.
But Andy's gone wide at turn 1!
Really? Darnell?
Yes, he has.
He seems to, it mustn't sort of impacted him that much, but he's going to be slipping back towards Adami now. So right now there's been a massive race-long battle for P3 at the moment with Lorenzo Adami and Samuel Oliveira. They've been close all race, but it's been disappearing to the 2 seconds gap. Oliveira needs to...
Oh, Andreassen! Oh, I thought it was just about to spin his face. Easy.
Oliveira needs to brush up on his pace if he wants to catch Adami for third place and make this a 2-3 finish with the petrol heads. Oliveira gets it totally sideways and nearly loses control. Sliding isn't the fastest way, but he's still going, which is what matters.
Andreassen's gone wide at turn 1, just like Andy. Andreassen's isn't just in those corners. Whoever considered playing Test Rally.
Gargantuan 11-second lead on Andy. This is going to be very hard for Andy to catch up to him now.
Might be, but it's just 3 minutes to go here. Just about to go 3 minutes.
The positions seem to, for the most part, settled. Lap 11, Andreassen, Darnell, Adami, Oliveira.
Rubber just spun. Oh, he doesn't. He just saved it.
Oliveira's driving style is really on the edge. And really harsh on the tires.
Oliveira hits the wall!
Oliveira!
He's lost the position. He's gone down.
He's lost the position to Navarro.
He hit the wall there.
If you're on board with them, he has visible damage to the front, and I think from how he's driving, he's damaged his suspension as well. This blows Oliveira's chances for a podium today. Let's see what he can salvage.
And Donald finds a gap, find a way to improve. Possibly could take within this last minute. Could just say this is technically the final, or nearly the final.
But that's right and disappointing with Oliveira. Well, we had a match on, but Let's check up on how Darnell's doing. He's been very, very lonely all race in P2. 11 and a half
P2,
seconds.
but might finish P2.
Yeah, he's started. He's going to finish where he started. Indeed, David.
Possibly. Depending on if Andreasen within this last minute and 15 seconds wins it and he finds a gap.
Andreassen's going to have something go majorly wrong if Darnell wants to have a chance to win.
Obviously, as in practice and quality, there's possibly not going to happen. That's possibly not going to be happening.
Yeah, Andreassen's been consistent all race.
He's been like this the entire race, doing proper good laps.
Very surprising.
He's even set the fastest lap here today. He's nearly set a spot on 1 minute 37.0.
Didn't even notice. Samuel retired from the race in the end. Unfortunately, he had too much damage.
Oh, so that's another position then. Or what's this now? P5.
Zisaglar is in P5 now, followed by Costa P6. Chima's persisted with the recovery drive to P7 from P8.
10 seconds to go in this race, so this is the final lap of the Hockenheim ring here.
Be careful not to spoil it, it's 25 on my screen.
Yes. This is the last lap, 13 laps. We can tell you.
Lap 13 of Hockenheim Porsche 964. Who's going to get here first? Andreasen looks set for a win. 13 seconds.
And he's really far. Gap. He's really far from Andreasen. This might be his win. This might be Andreasen's win.
Andreasen might have. It's going to take a miracle for Darnell to catch up now. But this looks like it's in the bag for the Danish person.
Got this in the bag.
Lorenzo Adami has been fighting for his P3 all race, and it looks like he's still battling with Navarro. Navarro's 3/10 behind. On board with Navarro.
Now, as Andreasen is about to go to the final corner, as he goes through Sachs. About to go into the Nord curve. About to go back down. In straight for one last time. And Andreasen is your winner!
Henrik Andreasen wins in Hockenheim, and with it the championship lead.
He has won the first race of this championship.
Andy Darnell takes second place, and the racing is not over. Lorenzo Adami and Victor Navarro have been racing for P3 all day. And in the end, Lorenzo is Lorenzo's P3. He takes the last podium spot in the race. Good points for him.
So your podium is like this. Andreasen with a really good race. And the P3 to take the win. Donald P2. And after right, it's the first time I've seen a San Marinian step to the podium. I mean, P3. Oh, there's been a crash on the last lap. There was a crash on the last lap, and it was. Oh my. Going down to the back straight. Your winner, Andreasen, Norwegian. Donald might be shocked with his laps. That's for sure.
Bottas Zisaglau finishes 5th. The great driver has put in a very... Oh, it's a bit of a pile-up.
Yeah, in the last turn.
Yeah. They've managed to get over and get out of it cleanly. Bottas Zisaglau and Ricardo Costa have been well, very distant. I thought we were going to be a little bit closer. Costa manages to spin it. I believe we were over.
Yes.
Checker flag.
Checker flag. Andreasen is your winner.
Andreasen takes victory on this occasion, and with it the championship lead. Darnell
finishes P2. It's just P3.
Adami takes it harder in P3, and Victor Navarro capitalizes on everyone else's mistakes to take an easy P4.
That's all from us. Good night.
Well, tonight, the cars may not be real, but the racing certainly is. You've been crazy not to join us for the next round 2 of the Porsche 964 Cup.